Thank you for joining me today. It's Carolyn from the Purple Poncho. Today I'm going to be showing you how to add fur to your projects. I'll be working with this Red Heart Fun Fur that's really soft, and it's just a really fun element to add to your projects. So to begin, we're going to use a larger hook, either a P, which is suggested. It's a bulky yarn, P hook. I happen to be using an N, 10 millimeter, or you could even use your fingers. So today we're going to begin by placing a slip knot on the fur, and we're going to be crocheting loosely. You don't want to be crocheting tightly. So if you crochet on the tight side, you're going to want to make it extra loose. And I'm going to be showing you how to put the fur on the holly berry stocking. I have a sample here. So to begin, we're going to be attaching it at the back seam. And we're going to not be in the V-stitch here. We're going to go up to the first row of double crochet from the V-stitch. Okay. So insert your hook and put that loop on your hook. And this is going from the inside of your work. Pull the loop through to the front. Fluff it up a little bit. And make sure that you're working with the working yarn and not your tail. Okay, so I'm going to put that over to the side and put this one on my finger. Okay, so to begin, I'm going to skip 2 stitches and go in between the second and third stitch. And then I'm going to grab that yarn and pull it through to the front, make it a little loose. It's pretty loose. And then pull it through the loop on my hook. And then what I like to do is pull it up and then go back down a little bit. Okay, and so you might have to move the fur out of the way to make sure you're working on the correct row. You don't want to start working up here or down here. Make sure you're working on the same row. So we're going to skip 2 stitches, insert your hook in the next stitch, or excuse me, in between the 2 stitches. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and then pull through the loop on your hook. I like to pull it up and down. And just repeat this process around the row. And you can stop and fluff it up a little bit as you're working. Make sure it's even. And that's how I put the fur on. Just keep making little slip stitches all the way around this row. Fluffing it as you go. You can see it's really fluffy, and it doesn't take a lot of fur to add to your projects because it is bulky and it is pretty wide. So we're gonna keep going all the way around, and when we get back over to here, then I will show you how to go up to the next row in a continuous manner. Okay, I'll see you there. Okay, now I'm back at the last 2 stitches of this row, and what I'm going to do, I have 3 rows here that I could be working in, but I'm going to skip this next row and I'm going to work in this middle row, and then I'm going to leave this row empty. So I'm going to go up to this row. So I've got those 2 stitches here, I got my next row here, and then my 3rd row here. So I'm going to just insert my hook in that 3rd row and bring it through. Insert my hook and pull up a loop and pull it through, and I'm just going to bring it through the loop on my hook. And that's going to bring me up to that 3rd row. And I'm not going to worry about those 2 stitches down here. And then I'm going to skip 2 stitches. And I'm going to work in this row here. So I'm going to insert my hook, yarn over, and pull it through. Oops. And I'm going to just do the same thing again all the way around. Skipping 2, Isn't that pretty? Okay. Okay, so I have 2 stitches left. So I think this is a good spot to cut my yarn. Alright, so I'm going to cut my yarn. And I'm going to end it off. So I'll just pull, there's a loop here, I'll just pull it through. Pull that tail through. And then what I do is I just weave the ends through a little bit. And if you missed any spots or it looks like there's a gap somewhere, you can fill it in with the tail. But I think it's pretty good. Okay. So you can just weave it in and out a few times through some of the stitches. Just to get the tail woven in a little bit. So I'm going to get rid of some of this tail. And then you have the tail on the inside. So I'm going to pull that through and weave it through on the bottom a little bit. Like so, just randomly weaving it in and out. There. So that's how it looks. 2 rows of fur, and you can add more fur if you like, or less fur if you like. It's up to you. So I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial on how to add fur to your projects. I have a couple other samples here with the stocking. I have turquoise and hot pink, the green and purple, and of course the red and white. Another project that you can add fur to is a blanket. Here I have the mitered baby granny blanket that I made with the fur around the edge. And you slip stitch the fur around the outer edge, and it's really soft and cuddly. I think it adds a fun dimension to it. I also have a scarf that I put it on last year for the 12 Weeks of Christmas cow, and that's a fun one as well. So there's lots of ways you can use the fur. These are just a couple examples. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial, and if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and hit the like button. Please follow me at www.thepurpleponcho.com. Thank you so much, and thank you for crocheting with me.